Hello and welcome to How to Build, and today, as you can see by the screen, we have a medieval house. It's a pretty decent looking build. It actually took around 34 minutes to build. Before we start going on in this video, if this video does go a little bit too quick for you, feel free to pause the video at any time, go back and then catch up with the video. It's sped up a little bit so you don't have to spend around half an hour watching me build this house. Without further ado, let's get into the beginning of the structure, and we're going to start at the base. It's always good to start from the bottom and then build things up. So a great way to map out the bottom of this build is by doing this 4 square structure that I did create. Then on each of the leftover sides that haven't got blocks in, you're going to place corner stairs with a stair in the middle. Then you're going to raise the base by 2 blocks with a chisel block. It's important to put the chisel blocks in because they're great markers for the rest of the build. And then by finishing it off, you're going to make a little indent in the side of the wall, and that is with the stairs and the upside down stairs. They're a great technique for making indents in the side of buildings and give it a lot more character than it would be if it was just kind of a flat wall. To follow that on, you're going to put a cobblestone wall followed by an upside down stair on each side of the chisel block kind of wall frame, and then you're going to go in and indent into each corner and put a cobblestone wall to give it a bit more character to the wall. So once you've done that, you've reached the end of the base of the building, which is pretty simple. It takes around 5 minutes to build. So the next part of the build is one of the most important, and that is the framework. You're going to go onto the upside down stairs we just placed in the base and put a 3 high oak wood pillar on each of them. Once you've done that, you're going to go around to the bottom of each of the blocks and place a log that faces your player. This is important for further detail later on in the video, as you're going to place wooden buttons or trapdoors of your choice. You make the decision to add a bit more kind of oomph to the build. Then once you've done that, you're going to go to the oak wood pillars you just placed and then place a 2 high pillar opposite from them on each of the corners. Look exactly where I placed mine. Feel free to pause the video and put them where they need to go. Once you've done that, to finish off, you're going to put a 3 high pillar in the corner of the build to make kind of the corner. Now we're moving on to more of the roof side of the framework, and as you can see, we've kind of done that sort of oak wood triangular roof, and then make sure that all of the blocks are sideways logs in that oak wood roof section. The remaining roofs, you're going to place a flat log facing, of course, the right direction. And then finally, to finish it off in the corner, you're going to put that kind of more arched roof again. So that is the end of the framework. Now we're going to move on into the walls of the build. The first thing you're going to need to do when doing the walls is go around to the bottom of each of the logs and place an upside down stair where there is one needed. Once you've done that, you're going to start with white wool, which is basically the kind of the best material for building medieval walls, and place them exactly where I am now. Make sure you don't make a mistake, and as you see, I just place a little bit more framework so you don't have any like underhanging white wall. As you can see that I placed slabs here to make that fix that up nicely. Again, it's kind of a very repetitive wall, but it looks really decent. Make sure you don't make the mistake I just made there. Make sure all of the white walls attach, etc. There you go. As you see, it's very repetitive. Like I said, it just repeats itself round and round. So now you've finished the walls, go back to the little bit of framework here just before we move on to the roof, and place a stone brick followed by an upside down stair, then another stone brick to finish off the base of the build. Now let's move on to the fun part, and that is the roof. So finally, in this build, we're going to be doing the roof of this structure like I did just say, and we're going to have a 1 stair overhang on each of these kind of pointy roof sections. Once you've done that, you're going to make a slab with another extra 1 overhang and link up the 4 kind of corner walls as I've just done there with the slabs, and then again place the blocks where you need to go. Now this bit's done, you're going to basically follow the wall around until you get to that kind of up corner kind of pointed roof, and then place a slab on top, and then again copy it onto the other side. Like I said before, this build is quite repetitive but looks very decent at the end. Now you've done that, you're going to put the main spine of the roof in and then fill in the remaining space with slabs. Now you've done that on this side, because you've got the flat roof, you're going to put slabs above, but not on top of the log. Make sure you don't put them on top of the log. And then, of course, finish off the main spine of the roof. It's very simple. And there you go. That is that bit done. You're going to copy that on the other side. But first of all, let's just use the stairs using the main spine just to link it all up nicely. And then finally, you're basically going to copy the opposing side again with the 2 slab kind of thick run there. And there you go, that is the roof pretty much finished. So that's the end of the build. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to slow it down. I'll see you in a future Let's Build.